Hello, I'm Bun. Welcome to the channel. This here is Baritone Obsessed. This is a show all about guitars that are a whole bunch longer for going a whole bunch lower. For today's show, we're talking about getting something more or something different from the pickups that you already have for your baritone. One of the challenges that we have for these guitars is that they're kind of like muddy, or they can be murky or woolly. It has a lot to do with the tuning being so low, but also the pickups and the overall configuration may not be favorable for this kind of a setup or for these kinds of sounds. So we're gonna take a look at a hack that anybody can do. I'm gonna see if it makes a difference for what I'm doing, but maybe it makes a difference for what you're doing. It's probably not gonna be of any interest to the metalers and the djenters and those folks. This is probably more of a sludge-oriented thing.
This episode was brought to you by everyone with me over at Patreon and YouTube memberships. To explore what that's all about, you can find the links down below. Huge thanks to everyone who has ever contributed to any Bun stuff ever.
So recently I reconnected the neck pickup in this Gretsch Electromatic Jet Baritone. I had it disconnected. It was just bridge pickup, volume, and that's it. So we're gonna take out a row of screws in the neck pickup, the inner row, and see if that makes a difference in terms of what we're looking for. Looking for a little bit more clarity and a little bit more emphasis of that neck pickup sort of tubey kind of tone. Any pickup that uses screws for pull pieces, you can do this with. If you have a blade pickup or, set pull pieces, you're not gonna be able to do this. Obviously, if you have a single coil pickup and you take the pulls out, it won't work at all. So let's listen to both examples in a full mix back to back, and then we're gonna jump into the DAW and listen to isolated tracks and see if we can see something in it that we like, that I like, that you like, that inspires you enough to try it yourself. Who knows? The signal path is the Jet Baritone into the Helix Stomp, a Bun Sonics Wetlands tone into the Presonus, into Reaper, no post-processing. Here we are at the DAW. Everything's looking good. We got everything broken up into isolated tracks so we can go A, B, A, B. So let's take a listen. We're gonna play it straight through and then we'll talk about it. They're not a huge difference, not as big of a difference as you would imagine. So jumping back into the DAW, we're gonna do a whole new loop here. Control C. This is a really short loop. It's gonna start with the humbucker, go to the single coil. So every second one is the single coil. To me, the single coil configuration has a little bit more, just a little bit more cleanliness, tidiness. I don't know what you hear, but that's what I hear. Maybe I'm tricking myself, maybe not. I don't think I am.
Thanks again to everyone with me over at Patreon and YouTube memberships. They are the fine folks that have made all of this stuff happen. If you'd like to learn more or get involved in some way, all of the links to all things can be found down below.
Let me know if you've done this, and if you're gonna do it because of this video, let me know how it turns out. And if there's a big difference in sound, different pickups are gonna have different, end results. So yeah, I would love to know how it works out for you. But that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one.